This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff showing last year. He believes Oregon can take it all the way this season, and it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody. On their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Quarterback may change this route.
Booster.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's still early in this football game, but I'll tell you what, that's a good sign for this offense. Can they physically meet the challenge of these short yard situations? 3rd down, and I know you're running, you know I'm running. Who can win? And the offense able to physically put it on the ground, lean forward, and barely get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Jones to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dante Moore with the catch. It's Moore racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to adjust the pattern. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Booster!
Jones wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Hit as he throws. Makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Jones to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And there he goes. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. And the Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Moore. Makes the grab. Ball is loose. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 39, set to kick this one.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Showing off the arms. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Jones wants to throw it. Right on target this time. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Dante Moore bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now. Nice job getting the stop, getting a little bit of momentum, and now hopefully your offense is energized and excited because they got the football back.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Jones to throw. Going to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Here we go.
First carry of the season for this transfer. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. Got a little grass. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watch the line, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Utes in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got the completion, but no yards to be found, and it's a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The run inside. It's ball. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Jones wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. They have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's Moore to throw. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. Breaks free. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it down the field. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Ball again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end?
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to run, it's Pryor. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Slithers into space. Picks up the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Throwing more. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore makes a catch. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning.